G'day. Welcome to another episode of As Dog As Life. Just out on another place here today, just having a bit of a look around. We're going to put some cameras up, have a look for some prints and see what sort of activity's coming. The guys here are just starting to calve, so we're just going to try and get in and get some dogs before the calving starts to kick right off. So it's always a good approach. I think it's always a good approach to be proactive rather than reactive. So before you start having calves killed, get in while you're calving, try and knock out some dogs. And so you might as well come along with us. Just had a bit of look down there in that corner. There was some fresh prints. There's a bit of a track that runs around that corner and down through a bit of a creek crossing. Some prints there, so that's a perfect spot for a trap when we come back. Don't need to put a camera there because you can see prints really well. So there was probably 1 or 2 dogs down in there just from the prints. So we'll be able to keep an eye on that when we come back. And if there's fresh prints again, it means that they're using that spot pretty regularly. So that'll be a good spot for a trap or two. So anyway, we'll head back up here and keep moving and see you at the next lot. Righto, so we whacked the camera up here on that post for a few reasons. One, it's a really pretty good intersection. You've got this track that runs along this fence line up along all this scrub block, and this is pretty open country, as you can see. You've got a really good intersection here with this track running up into this scrubby hill here. The dog's also shown a bit of interest in this area. There's a couple old scats around. So yeah, it's just overall a pretty good spot. Plus, you can't actually pick up any prints because the ground's so hard here. So yeah, we'll see. A bit of a scat there, an old couple of, they look like fox scats, but still we'll see what happens. So we'll move on to the next ones. Now there's some serious fucking ruts. Where are we going to go here? I want to make sure not to roll this fucking buggy. Oh Jesus. Oh fuck, it's a bit dodgy. Hopefully we can crawl over here. Move over, Ollie. That was a bit sketchy. Holy shit. Look at that. There's some serious ruts, eh? Carved out from the rain. To get out of here, I think. I'll be alright, I just have to take my time crawling back up there, but yeah, it's a lot steeper than it looks on camera, as it always is. This might be interesting. Out there though. So this is the spot. Last time we were here, we got those 2 dogs. We got one here on this tussock here, I think it was, and then one on that tree. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, a double! A double! After all that whinging. Fucking ripper. Just there. So we're going to put a camera up here. Like, it's literally just a shitty old track, but once again, you don't really know these things, but it just turns out that these things are what dogs look for. So anyway, let my dog out for a wander. Come on. She can have a bit of a look, and whack a camera up. I don't like this way this buggy's creeping. I might get a bit of a rock and put behind this tyre before it rolls away on me. In front of this tyre, I should say. Righto. The last time we were here though, there was a bit more grass in here, and there was a couple of good tussocks here where they were marking, so they might mark down a bit further now. And actually, it might nearly pay to put the camera on that tree down there, to be honest. Looks like a bit more of a pinch point. So yeah, I can't remember why I actually picked this spot last time, but ended up getting 2 dogs out of here, off here. So it might have been just because she was having a good look at me. So I might go down here and have a bit more of a look. There's no scats or marks on these tussocks here. Down here, this spot down here looks a bit better. Yeah, this spot here definitely looks a bit better actually. Maybe that tree there might be a better spot. Yeah. So there's a few different cattle pads around here, and they all go past this big tree. It might be what it is. There's one just here, literally just here. There's one here. See, they all run to that tree, and then you've got the main track as well. See, if they're on these cattle pads, they miss that spot. Yeah, right. Might have been why, eh? Anyway, we'll whack a camera up and move on to the next ones. Pigs have been through here at some stage. Had a bit of a dig around getting the nut grass. It's all grown back now though, so I actually seen some fresh prints back there. Bit of old scat there. Rock, mix that rock. Yeah, not bad. This is a good track, this. I haven't ever had any luck here, but I've only had one. Oh no, I had 2 traps here last time. But we didn't have anything come through, so I might just whack a camera up here though, because it is a good track. I just don't know. Not a bad spot just here on that post actually. Just go up to this corner and have a look, and then we'll come back down this way, and yeah, as I said, probably put a camera back there, I reckon, in that bit of a dip. Had a camera in a trap. I had actually a trap round on this, up on this corner. This next corner here. There was a bit of a intersection down here, but yeah, I'm thinking back there might have been a better spot at this point in time. Yeah, that's why, because there was a track. Last time there was a fairly well track on the other side of that fence going up there, so it's not there now though, so yeah, I might whack a camera back there somewhere, I think. What do you reckon, Al? Alright, we'll go and put one up here. So, we're back here again at the lookout. This beautiful place. Been around. Dam's got plenty of water in it this time. Been pretty much around the whole place except for down there. We'll go down there and have a look after we've finished here. In that creek there. Haven't had a look in there yet. Found some fresh prints. Where did we find them? So we found them on that track, running down that bit of a wash gully there. Found prints over the next, that sort of finger that comes down there. There's a fence line. Seen some fresh prints going down there. Seen some fresh prints over on the western side of that dam. There's along that timber line. Some prints over there. Where else? I think that was all. Oh, we found a scat over on that timber line there. That boundary as well. Fairly fresh scat, so they're definitely being around. It's just a matter of being here when the dogs are here. So we'll leave the cameras in. I might put another one or two more in, and then come back in a week or so and check them out. Down here might be another interesting spot because you got the main road that runs through there, but it's not a real busy road. And so you've got all this timber over across the road, and then this creek line that runs down into it. So down there might be not a bad spot. Go down there and check that after. The wind's coming into my face here. It's pretty loud, so I apologise about that, but I'd imagine it'd be really loud on film, but nothing I can do about it. I am up on a lookout, so geez, it looks good at the minute, this place, like, is all that real long feeds gone. They've been slashing, and yeah, it's just fantastic. Yeah, it's not that big a place, but because it's surrounded by timber, it's when you get the dogs coming in and out of that, all that shit, like, that's, yeah, massive amounts of timber over in there. So that's where you get the dogs coming in and out of there. And also over there, that boundary along there, obviously that's another good spot too for dogs, and along the back. So yeah, the three sides basically covered in timber, and then you've got the road that runs along here. So it's sort of that country over there is not real timbered, but it's actually, yeah, got a bit of shit through it, so it's plenty of cover for dogs over in there even as well. So they're definitely coming in and out of here, but I just don't think that they're going to be in here all the time, dogs, because it's sort of, yeah, it's not, there's no reason for them to be in here all the time. Like, they're not calving all year round or anything like that. There's not massive amounts of wallabies and kangaroos. There's a few, but you know, because it's sort of fairly well open country, yeah, I wouldn't expect the dogs to be here all the time, but they definitely come through. So we'll see how we go in a week or so. Right up. See you then.
Mighty strength.